Wow!
Until the impressive record was surpassed by The West Wing in 2000, Hill Street Blues held the title of Most Emmy-awarded freshman series with 8 trophies for its debut season alone, despite its basement-level ratings. The drama that chronicled the lives of the men and women working for the Hill Street Police Station bid has been credited with changing television ever since its debut in 1981. Among Hill Street Blues' innovations are the use of handheld cameras, a large ensemble cast, multi-episode story arcs, and a mix of high drama and comedy elements which still permeate the small screen today. Steven Bochco and Michael Kozel created it, despite not wanting to do another cop show. MTM Enterprises was specially hired by NBC to create a cop show, so Steven Bochco, who later co-created LA Law and NYPD Blue, and Michael Kozel, co-writer First Blood, agreed to do it, as long as the network left them completely alone to do whatever we want, according to Bochco. NBC agreed, and the two wrote the pilot script in 10 days. It was influenced by a 1977 documentary. The show's creators looked to the police tapes, a 1977 documentary that chronicled a South Bronx police precinct during a particularly hostile time in New York City's history, for inspiration. NBC's then-president, Fred Silverman, was inspired to create a cop show in the first place after seeing Fort Apache, The Bronx, 1981, which stars Paul Newman as a veteran cop in the South Bronx Police District. Bruce Weitz had an aggressive audition. Bruce Weitz landed the role of undercover officer Mick Balker by playing the part. I went to the audition dressed as how I thought the character should dress, and loud and pushy, Weitz recalled. When I got into the room, I jumped up on MTV co-founder Grant Tinker's desk and went after his nose. I heard he said afterwards, "There is no way I can't offer him the job." Joe Spano thought he was miscast. Joe Spano auditioned for the role of Officer Andrew Ranko, but ended up playing Lieutenant Henry Goldblum. "I was always disappointed that I didn't end up playing Ranko," Spano told Playboy in 1983. Spano also wasn't a fan of his character's penchant for bow ties, which he claimed was Michael Kozel's idea. "I fought it all the way," he said. "I thought it was a stereotypical thing to do, but it actually turned out to be right. You don't play into the bow tie, you fight against it." Barbara Bosson was Bochco's wife, but wasn't planning on being a series regular. Barbara Bosson played Faye, Captain Frank Furio's ex-wife, who was only supposed to appear in the first episode in order to contextualize the captain, according to Bochco. But when Silverman watched the episode, he asked, "She's going to be a regular, right?" It took Mike past 2 hours to write the iconic theme song. The composer, who also wrote the themes for The Greatest American Hero, Magnum P.I., The A-Team, NYPD Blue, and Law & Order, was instructed by Bochco to write something antithetical to the visuals. Post wanted to add more orchestration to the piano piece. Bochco disagreed. Post also spent 4 to 5 hours writing 5 minutes of new music for each episode of Hill Street Blues. The pilot tested poorly. According to a network memo, among the many problems test audiences noted were that the main characters were perceived as being not capable and having flawed personalities. Audiences found the ending unsatisfying. There are too many loose ends. Hill Street did not come off as a real police station. There was too much chaos in the station house, again reflecting that the police were incapable of maintaining control even on their home ground. NBC picked it up anyway. Ranko was supposed to die in the first episode, and Kofi was supposed to die at the end of the first season. Charles Haid had other projects lined up, so he agreed to take the part of Ranko, a man destined to die almost immediately. But another series Haid was relying on didn't get picked up, and NBC claimed Ranko tested too well for him to meet an early end. Ed Marinara's Coffee was meant to be shot and killed in Jungle Madness, the final episode of the first season. The ending was changed to make it a cliffhanger, and Marinara's character survived. They had historically bad season 1 ratings. In its first season, Hill Street Blues show finished 87th out of 96 shows, making it the lowest rated drama in television history to get a second season. Bochco credited the show's renewal to two things: NBC being a last-place network at the time, and the NBC sales department noticing that high-end advertisers were buying commercial time during the show. They never specified where the show was located, but it's probably Chicago. The exterior of the Maxwell Street Police Station in Chicago filled in for the fictitious Hill Street precinct for the opening credits in background footage. It was added to the National Register of Historical Places in 1996 and is currently the University of Illinois at Chicago Police Department headquarters. Plenty of future stars made early appearances: Don Cheadle, James Cromwell, Lawrence Fishburne, Tim Robbins, Andy Garcia, Cuba Gooding Jr., Danny Glover, Frances McDormand, and Michael Richards all found early work on the series. And that's all for now. Leave a like, subscribe for more awesome reviews, and share this video. Take care, friends.